got a tunnel coming up. True car guy can't pass up a tunnel. The exhaust is good. And now I'm stopped at a red light in the tunnel. What am I to do? Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. Alright, this is my personal car for right now. We're gonna see about maybe selling this. 2009-96 Porsche 911 Cabriolet 2 Cabriolet, 42,000 miles, first gen water-cooled 911s. Yeah, first venture into the Porsche world for myself. Had it maybe 3 years now, I think. A lot of fun. One thing that was missing when I first got it was it didn't have much of an exhaust note, and I kind of like that aspect of driving a lot. So it did not come with the Porsche Sport exhaust option. Fairly trimmed back in options on this one. So I did the Gundo Fister, or whatever you want to call it, hack. We abridged the inlet and outlet of the muffler. Turned out great in my opinion. Has a pretty quality sound and makes it a lot more enjoyable, just normal driving. Pretty quick for 2000 model year. 5 seconds 0 to 60 supposedly, although I haven't timed that or anything. 300 horse-ish. Who knows what it is now, 21 years later. And really kind of holds its own. I mean, a lot of car or a lot of motor for not a very heavy car. People give these things a bad rap, but lighter and more powerful than the outgoing 993s air cooled. Although I can't fault the styling of the 993. Anyway, these released with much fanfare. Everybody loved them, and then the years just haven't been as kind. But I think consumers are starting to come back around. Recent prices have kind of shown that increase. So yeah, pretty solid all-around car. Family loves it. Top-down motoring in the summer. Just a lot of fun. Quick and nimble. Brakes great. It's not, if I was gonna play like video game theory on this one, it's not a 10 on agility or running speed or anything along those lines. It's solid mid-ground across the whole range, and you're not really in any deficits, in my opinion. So good all-arounder, nothing crazy. It's not the next Dodge Demon of the world that has the 10 plus on the horsepower scale, but then might be lacking in something else. So pretty fun. You can hear the exhaust. Cold weather, summer tires. So they're pretty rock hard right now. This car does not have the limited slip diff option, which I do wish it did, although haven't had any trouble if I want to spin the rears and slide around a corner. I think it's just a matter of commitment, is all. The one thing I'll say 21 years later that's annoying about this car, and and probably many of the same era, is the foam. The foam from the heat vents and air conditioning and whatnot. It's pretty insane as it deteriorates. It just kind of comes at you, and it's all disintegrated and almost greasy to the touch. So you have to be careful about even kind of how you wipe it off or pick it up off the floor. Very annoying. Otherwise you might end up with a stain of sorts. So we're gonna do a little on-ramp here. Front end was pushing a little bit there with the cold tires, so. But that's 90 miles an hour. I'm clearly in Tijuana, Mexico though, so we're good. All right, so made a pit stop. As you can see, we're now top down. It's 35 degrees out, but with the screen up and the windows up and a little bit of the heat on, or who I like to call Manuel, if you know 996, you know what I'm talking about. Manuel keeps me nice and warm. Yeah, we should be good to head home. And the one thing I didn't talk about before, let me pull up the maps here, but the one thing I didn't talk about before was something that I'll whisper. The IMS bearing.
Head southwest, then make a U-turn.
Apparently heading southwest. The IMS bearing. So, shh, you didn't hear that. 2000 model. It's an early production car. Everybody thinks they know the rhyme or reason of, you know, which cars are affected. I think it's basically one of those things when you change the clutch, you change the IMS bearing, or you do the total solution deal, the oil-fed variety. This car, I believe, is still in the original clutch. I've only had it since it's 42,000 miles now and change. I've had it since 35,000 miles, I think, and have had no issues with the clutch whatsoever. So my plan was to change it once I get to the clutch. Had it quoted and all that, really not that bad. Expect, you know, maybe your normal $3,000 bill or $3,500 bill or whatnot. So it tacks a little bit onto the clutch change at a reputable shop, but it's worth it, I would say, to just go ahead and do that. Expect that that cost going in, but otherwise, yeah, no issues to speak of so far. So let's see what it sounds like top down. That's the exhaust modification. It's so much better top down motoring. I have downtown Akron to myself today. I mean, Tijuana. Very few people on the road Saturday morning. Oh, we got a tunnel coming up. True car guy can't pass up a tunnel. The exhaust is good. And now I'm stopped at a red light in the tunnel. What am I to do? Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. Funnest part about this car, one of them, positioning of the pedals is great for heel toe. 35 out. I just cruised on the freeway for probably 15-20 minutes. Top down, windows up, mesh screen up. Starting to get a little cold on the back of my neck by the time I pulled up the freeway. But honestly, they engineered this really well. You're kind of in a bubble in here. Great car in regards to that aspect, and many others. But just again, good all around. Video game theory. He's that mid-road player. Dependable. Can make some killer plays from time to time, but not an all-star in any one attribute. Just a great car.